Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Unit Lost. I am Stylosa and I'm back with another Overwatch news blast because Jeff Goodman has been active on the forums and he's given us a little bit of an insight into Junkrat buffs. That is right, ladies and gentlemen, buffs for Junkrat. My favourite character, quite literally the best character in the game. Holy hell. These, well, I'll just take you through the post and I'll tell you what they are. This is very, very interesting. So, actually, somebody said Junkrat, reduce concussion mine damage to 90. And then they're saying things like concussion mine damage reduced to 90, Junkrat trap increased damage to 110, concussion mine reduced cooldown to 4 seconds. Results, trap plus mine does 200 damage, grenade plus mine does 210, trap is way more deadly, can't spam 2 mines, kill 200 HP for balance reasons, grenade plus mine is more frequent, blah blah blah, and he goes on. However, this is the most interesting bit. Jeff actually responds to this and tells us what they're doing to Junkrat on the PTR. Now, the PTR isn't available as of recording of this video. I was expecting it to go live yesterday, but it didn't because, of course, we've got the Roadhog buffs. But I can tell you what they're going to be, and obviously we can test these when they go live. But this is pretty insane. So this is what Jeff says, guys. This is pretty close to what we're working with him and what will likely be on PTR when it comes back up. Currently, on our internal builds, Junkrat has 2 charges of his concussion mine. This allows you to do all kinds of cool stuff. Let me just read that again. Currently on our internal builds, Junkrat has 2 charges of his concussion mine. 2 charges. This allows you to do all kinds of cool stuff like launch yourself into a fight and still have a charge to escape with, or launch yourself up into Pharah and still have charge to try and kill her with. Previously, this was possible before, but you had to plant one on the ground and then wait for the cooldown to come back in before doing this. That is still possible, which allows for triple jump now if you want/need that. But now it's going to be more reliable to do it with 2. It has been a ton of fun to play with. Holy hell. So if you've got 2 charges of concussion mine, like Jeff says here, you can jump into the fight and then use it as a disengage, or you can just throw 2 concussion mines into people's faces, right? That is crazy. Like, that is totally crazy. Also, as well, right, think about the recent Junkrat buffs, because they were buffs, where he doesn't actually damage himself with his primary fire anymore. Now, this has been in the game for a while. You can literally launch yourself in, spam close range damage, and then get the hell out of there. That is a crazy good change. I really like that. This could be really good. Obviously, Junkrat is still Junkrat. He's still projectile, so he's still going to have issues with, you know, killing Pharah is still going to be a problem. It's not like he can just double concussion mine up to her and kill her and whatever, but at least he's got more of an option. So I think his counters will still kind of remain counters to Junkrat, but it does give him a bit more viability. Also, Jeff said this as well, because remember, Riptire is literally the worst ultimate in the game. It's so easy to kill. It's very effective at lower levels, but when people are able to aim, so I'm going to say, you know, Platinum and above, like I'm talking the Soldier and McCree style players, they will typically kill the tire really quick, and it's very hard to, you know, throw the tire and get a ton of kills. This is what he says about that. We're also looking at making his ult a bit better. We're experimenting with a movement speed increase or a health increase on the tire. We wouldn't do both things, but in either case, it should be more reliable to use in more situations. So, it's not going to be both. It's either going to move faster or have more health. Now, guys, you know I am a Junkrat. I'm not a Junkrat. I wish I was a Junkrat, but I'm not. He is literally my favourite character in the game, but it's not that he's unplayable, he only works on certain points, so he does need a bit of love. So the fact they're doing this is absolutely awesome. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Do you think this is going to make Junkrat more viable? It's definitely going to make him more fun. Even Jeff said it makes him more fun. But yeah, being able to concussion mine yourself around is going to be pretty interesting to see. But yeah, guys, this will be live in the PTR at some point, hopefully within the next couple of days, I presume, or even today, who knows. When it is, we can take a look at it in more detail, but I just wanted to get this out there just to let you guys know they are buffing Junkrat. Alright guys, I've been Stylosa, this is Unit Lost. If you enjoyed the video, then like the video, subscribe to the channel, join the Discord, which is discord.gg/Unit Lost, and I will catch you on the next one. Toodaloo.